Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good Tuesday morning. Welcome to Mary Tribe 55 plus couples only. My name is Linda Sam. I'm one of the co-hosts here on the Mary Tribe 55 plus podcast, along with my co-host, Mr. Roscoe Lee Owens. Good morning. Good Tuesday morning to you, partner. How's it going?
It is an absolutely blessed Tuesday morning. I got up this morning, had me some oatmeal, said I was going to have a good meal, and ready for an absolutely stunning day. The sun is out and God is good. Yes, and there you go. And so I'm just looking forward to a great show with Married Tribe 55 couples only. The opportunity to share how to stick and stay and keep the couples together when you came up with the concept early on in the pandemic, how families and couples would be able to stay together. Some that haven't been together because their working situations were different, and some that worked together all the time and the situation was absolutely awesome. So I had the opportunity to develop, and there's my absolutely
Morning,
gorgeous wife.
whoever's out there.
So that's how we start off an absolutely great day, you know. And so I just have to ask, and we have to ask, thank you. How's your
Good morning, Miss
How you
Owens.
feeling,
How are
Linda?
you? Looking
I'm
great,
fine.
looking great.
Thank you. How are you feeling?
Great, great, great. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy
This
New
is our
Year.
second show of the new year as Married Tribe 55 plus couples only. Once we get our guests on, Mr. Sam will be joining us here shortly. Just had a little delay, but he'll be on the camera with us soon. But
Great.
welcome to a new year, to a new podcast of Married Tribe for 2022.
That's right.
2022.
Yes,
It's
and we have some an amazing couple that we have on as our guest today. So we're excited. They're working in the background. We're live on Facebook. So all of our friends, please tune in on Facebook and share this. Share it
that's
on all of your social media pages for us. Help us to be a beacon of light for married couples. Yes, it does say married couples 55 plus and older, but we're celebrating all couples. We're gonna
yeah,
open up the spectrum for 2022.
yes. Couples trying to do it and doing it right. Doing it and doing it and doing it right. Doing it.
Absolutely. So without further ado, partner, we're gonna bring in our guests if they are ready. We have an
Yeah.
amazing engineer in the background that keeps us doing what we do well. And so without further ado, let's bring on our guest, the Crossleys. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. I see we weren't able to get that camera. Hold on one second, please. I see my husband is coming into the background with
There you go.
we're live here. Will
There
you
you
please
go.
I'm gonna.
LA South Chamber of Commerce. Together we're creating economic growth in the South LA and South Bay communities through business development, networking, community, and advocacy. We're not your average Chamber of Commerce. Connect with us at lasouthchamber.com.
If you're not a member, join. But join today. Don't wait for tomorrow.
They are phenomenal.
There is none like LA South Chamber of Commerce.
This is the chamber for you.
I'm so proud to be here and part of the LA South Chamber.
When I went to find a chamber that could help me do positive outreach and advocacy, LA South Chamber was the place to go. I'd recommend it to anyone.
Become a member.
Tony.
Good morning. Happy New Year. Everybody's up and about.
Your mute.
We're not up like they are.
Your mute is on.
Gotta sit up straight.
Okay, great. Welcome back. Welcome back to Married Tribe 55 Plus Couples Only. Here we are, the Sams. I will change that moniker from Linda Sam to both Tony and Linda Sam. We are the co-hosts of this amazing podcast that our wonderful Keyjana knows how to just get into action and spring us right to where we need to be.
There you go.
So we're working with we have an amazing couple that's coming online with us, the Crossleys. I know they're having a little technical difficulties, but we will be able to just hear your voice if we can't see your faces.
Let's talk
so
about
please
it.
welcome Terry and Janelle Crosley. Welcome to our Married Tribe podcast.
Welcome. You know, Terry and Janelle, you know, the one thing about technology and anything else that we do, we don't stop and we keep going and we keep going. I don't care about the landlord. I don't care about the parking lot. I don't care if didn't nobody come this time. They coming the next time because we don't stop. That's how I met this beautiful couple. I just wanted to introduce Terry and Janelle as a business couple that is here in the, I guess what we say, Pomona Valley neighborhood with an excellent facility. But what I wanted them to come on here and talk about is how they managed to stay together for so many years. When did you guys get married, and how are you guys staying together? Because I know you work together very closely, and I'm going to be quiet and let everybody know who you are together.
You don't want to. Oh, hi, Roscoe. How you doing? We've actually been together since December of 2009. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
clearly. Keep on going.
Okay.
Take us on the journey.
Because the computer keeps doing some crazy things. I'm so sorry about our visual. But again, we've been together since December 2009. We just celebrated our 12th year anniversary on the 17th of December. So yay for that.
And it keeps going. It just keep getting better.
So the question I think you asked was, how do we keep our marriage relevant? I think I heard that part.
Yes.
Is it during pandemic? Is that what you were talking about?
Actually, I'm talking about the whole thing. From just to listen to you, because we have couples that are just getting married. In fact, Jeanette and I, we've been married 18, 19 years. Got an anniversary coming up on the 17th. Also, and my good friends Linda and Tony Sams are newlyweds. So it's the journey. So and there's people that are listening to the journey. And you guys have a great one because you work closely together.
Oh, yes, we do. I mean, I think the interesting thing about Terry and I, when we first met, it was just such an odd way how we met. We met at a club. I don't know if you remember Shiloh's back in the day up in not San Dimas, but Diamond Bar.
Yes.
Like a restaurant up there. But when we met each other, I think the very first thing that happened for me is when I saw him, it was like God said, that is your husband. And it was amazing because I thought, God, I've never had an experience like that before where God said, that is your husband. And so tell your story, Terry.
Well, when I seen her, when I first laid eyes on her, the first thing that came to my mind, if I had her, I'd be all right. And I didn't know her from a can of paint. But as today, I am all right.
Yeah. So I think our journeys, both Terry and I were entrepreneurs. I was in the mortgage industry. Terry's been in the hair industry for over 25 years. And so our camaraderie in terms of being business owners, we already had that connection. As time went on, we started to understand each other's industries. And so I took off like about 5 years of doing what I was doing to help him, with his hair with the hair industry, working in the barber shop and learning how that whole function worked. And now it's reversed. Now he's working with me in the event planning business. And so now he's on my journey.
And sometimes I feel, how did I get here? But it's because, first of all, we are a team, and we work good in conjunction with each other. And my wife, she's a go-getter, and so am I. So I guess that's why God put us together.
That's an amazing story. When you said you met in the club, I just brought up a memory. That's where I met this young fella right here at a club.
That's where we met.
So
Hey, that's where we met, in the club. Happy hour.
Oh, that's amazing.
Happy hour.
So they can't say don't meet no girls or a lady in the club.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shoot, that's where they are for the long run.
Exactly. I think what was so funny that night, you know, it was my sister. She was celebrating her birthday, and my girlfriend and I, we were having lunch that day, and she was like, "Oh, I'll go with you. I'll go with you," because my mom had called and said, "Hey, go there and celebrate." And then I get halfway going to the club, and she calls and says, "I'm not going." I'm like, "I'm not going either," you know. But she said, "You know, you never know, you might meet someone there." And I'm like, "In the club?" so that's why when I met Terry, I mean, it was like instantly I knew this man was for me. I just instantly knew it. And like he said, he instantly knew it too. So we've had our journey through that.
So we are a blended family. We have 8 kids. She has 4 and I have 4.
Wow.
So together we have 8. So now I tell people, you know, my legacy is to leave 8 of my children a legacy.
That's amazing. And that's the beauty of having a married tribe.
Yes.
When we hunkered down in March of 2020, this is how this show was birthed. We had just got married in December. And when we were hunkered in, couldn't go nowhere, decided, oh, heck no. We need to be able to talk to our married friends, continue getting our communication and counseling. And it became Candid Conversations with Couples. And so our tribe has grown along here with our partnership with Roscoe and Jeanette as our co-hosts. And we're looking to take 2022 to the next level with just adding more amazing couples to let them understand and know there's no back door. Can't bring a side piece in the house. We was hunkered down. Go make some space for yourself. Let's keep this thing going. And so as married couples, that's the message that we're always sending out when we come up on this screen to other couples. We are here for the long haul. So we appreciate you guys coming on and definitely telling us about your working relationships. Me and Roscoe are the 2 busybodies in our partnerships. Our husband and his wife, they're retired. So they are not as active and busy out there as we are. But tell us the dynamics of a couple that works together every day in the business. Do you get tired of seeing each other? Do you get on each other's nerves? Give us some dirt.
You know. I was sitting here and I was thinking to myself, I said, you know, of course, what we did is we made everything look so beautiful in the beginning when we were talking. I said, but nothing comes without its problems. I think one of the things that we encountered is Terry and I, we're quite different. If he does something one way, I'll do it the other way. We're the opposite of each other. So what we had to learn was how to stay in your lane. We had to learn how to stay in your lane. And that was pretty difficult because, you know, when you're both creative and you both want to do something, you're going to have your arguments. So there was times when we were like, okay, let's just shut it down because this is not going to work. I mean, you can tell your side, Terry. He calls me Lucy. Well,
I call her my Lucy.
That's good. That's good.
Why I call her my Lucy is because I never know what to expect from my wife. And I think that's what keeps the excitement in the marriage together as well, because
Yes.
it's I never know what she's gonna do, and she's always planning ahead, and it makes me start to plan now.
That's
I
great.
just try to follow her lead sometimes. Sometimes they say the man is the head and all of this. I think both parties should come together and work in conjunction with each other.
But if you want to understand some dirt, I mean, I came from two sophisticated parents. I mean, my parents they worked together so well. And what I would always say to my husband is that I said, everything my father and mother did, they were meticulous and everything was perfect. Everything had to be done perfectly. And so with me, it's like everything that I do, I'm like, okay, you didn't finish that. You didn't do that right. You need to go do that over. And he's like, well, why does it have to be perfect? I'm like, because people are going to see this. He's like, well, it doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's going to notice the stuff that you notice. I'm like, yes, they are. And so Terry would get so upset, walk away, run out. Like, oh my God. It was like, are you serious? But I think because we came from two different backgrounds, Terry came from, his his mom and dad separated early in his life. I came from parents that were together until my parents passed away. My mom just passed away in October, but 60 years. And so I saw the dynamics of my mom and dad, having their business, and then my father also working, and then them coming together. So Terry, I would always say, well, my dad would do it this way.
and I would tell her, honey, I am not your dad.
But I'm gonna tell you my side, because when I met him, she would say that, and you know what he would do? He'd get it done. Get it done. I said, and I love that. I was watching the dynamics because, as a couple, me and Jeanette, we're doing a lot of stuff. I know Linda and Tony, but this is a while back, and they got this beautiful space, and I'm saying, well, and they was blended, creating the individual space for their business, but I'm enjoying them, and I saw them at a concert. I saw the love that they have for her mom, and I got an opportunity to meet and chat with her mom for a little bit too. So that whole dynamic was, you do business, but you develop relationships. And I was so glad that Janelle and Terry, they gave me a call, because not only do I want them to be on here talking about what we need to do to stay together, but I want them on the podcast that we do in the Groove Yard to talk about their business, what they're really doing in our community as it relates to entertainment, sharing the space in that. So, and what I'm doing right now, if you didn't catch it, I'm asking you to be on this next podcast, which is going to be at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, a half hour after this. Maybe your son will have that fixed, and we're going to go on the Groove Yard and talk about a couple of things. Kijana has a couple of things that you are doing currently, and he's got some great vignettes and commercials as well. So let's do that, Key.
Yes, let's go ahead and take a commercial break and show this amazing commercial that you have for us, Key. We'll be right back. Married Tribe, 55 plus, couples only.
Hi, my name is Kijana Owens. I am co-founder of Success Express Marketing Solutions. Our business is cultivating more business for your business. I want to tell you real quick about our program that is one of the most comprehensive business development online marketing support programs out there, which is the VASP, VASP, Virtual Assistant Support Program. This system allows you to operate and run your business while we help monitor and help you cultivate more business for your business online. Contact us at 909-686-1698 and visit us online at successexpressmarketing.com. Look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.
Welcome to the Jazz Zone. Allow the Jazz Zone to make your next event enjoyable and entertaining. The Jazz Zone is great for private parties, weddings, festivals, fundraisers, grand openings, and corporate affairs. Move up to the next level of entertaining with the Jazz Zone. Check out our website at jazzzone.net. That's JAZZZONE.net. Or call the Jazz Zone at 626-798-6848.
Welcome back on this Tuesday morning on Married Tribe 55 plus couples only. We are the Sams, Tony and Linda Sam, with our amazing co-hosts, the Owens, Jeanette and Roscoe Lee Owens in the house. And we are here just chit-chatting with an amazing couple, the Crossleys, with their amazing event space that they have out in the Inland Empire. Is that considered Inland Empire? Not really? No?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
it is. Okay. They're amazing event space out in the Inland Empire. And we are excited about just couples, married couples, living our best lives on the other side of 50. That's what we're all about. We know if God gives us a good 20, 30 more years, what we going to do with it? We're not going to sit at home and be hunkered down and be running from Corona, Colusha, Flubona, whatever name they want to give her. We're going to get out here and continue living our lives to our best abilities. So what you say, partner?
I think you're absolutely right. The whole thing is be careful and do what you're supposed to do. Stay alive and enjoy being married.
Absolutely, because
We're,
life
we're
is
a
going to
wonderful,
keep.
we're a wonderful couple. I wonder if they got that image up there.
He's working it out in the background, doing some amazingness with our
Yeah,
podcast. Yes, the
yeah,
Serenity Event Center Banquet Hall,
yeah.
creating beautiful events for our clients right in the city of Pomona on Foothill,
That's right.
695 East Foothill Boulevard. And you could reach them at their phone number, 909 313 313 6479. There it is. 909-313-6479
There you
for the
go.
Crossleys. Are they with us or were they able to come back, Key? If not, we are definitely excited about them being a part of the our show today. I know we
Yes,
may be experiencing a little few technical difficulties, but as always, we just keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving.
that's right.
And
That's right.
so here we are in 2022, y'all.
Yes, sir.
January.
So we have a lot to do with our living legend couples that we've had the opportunity to have on the show and to reach out to even more of them on this year to participate in our Tuesday morning podcast. And notwithstanding that, they can also catch the podcast throughout the day once we put it on YouTube where they can go and find it and share it with their family as well. But I was looking at how they could see this as we're doing it live as well. But at any rate, what we have is the opportunity to continue on, showcase what we have, what's coming up. We can invite some folks. There you are, Terry and Janelle. I'd like you to have basically the last words to talk about what's going on with you and the Serenity Center.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, presently we're working on a symposium, a business symposium this Saturday. And what the symposium is all about is really talking to business owners who have been affected by COVID pandemic, either by their landlords or not being able to get funding with the SBA or just evictions. So we just would like to just bring minorities together and we all sit and kind of talk about some things that we can do to possibly help each other, and also bring awareness, to businesses in terms of helping them possibly with business structure, because we do that on the side, Terry and myself, help businesses to put their business together so that when a pandemic does come, you're able to work out whatever you need to keep your business afloat.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is so crucial because we're talking about this pandemic, but we've had so many pandemics come in our neighborhood. It's amazing. They come in, through that letter that was written so many years ago that says don't shop with us. If you have a bad experience, go tell the world. As opposed to you had a bad experience, you talk to the owner and see if that could be corrected and invite some more people there to support that business, because there may be the reason that they couldn't give the good service because they needed a little more business to hire somebody else so they could be more comfortable with their clients as they come in. So we really don't know what's behind that, but we know two things. If we do not connect, we will not make it.
That's right.
Well,
That's right.
one of the interesting things is yesterday we had an opportunity to talk to the gentleman that's over the Black chambers in Riverside. His name is Pepe. And he's going to hopefully be at the symposium as well. But he was talking in regards to the money that they've allocated, through the new bill that Biden signed, about the money that should be coming to our communities and how we have to position ourselves to be able to get this money, because other than it's just going to bypass us like the PPP did.
Oh yeah, it's going to
Absolutely.
bypass. It's designed to bypass, just like the freeways, designed to come right through the neighborhood. Things are designed to do different kinds of things, even though it looks like it's a carrot and a stick, So because then applying, then there's certain increments that everybody has to put in there, but we don't have it. It's like I said, the whole process. This is one of the things that Eagle Eye Linda Sam does for businesses as well as a consultant. There's so many different ways that we have talent that we have to pool together to make sure that it works well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And if you're talking about the department, and it was on the news just recently, and they haven't made a lot of fanfare about it because it happens to be the minority department that's just been made into a federal department. And they got so much money, they are keeping it on the hush hush. And so businesses, I'm part of a chamber out here in South LA, the South LA Chamber of Commerce. Make sure that you're getting some of that money. Make sure that you go through a CDC, because that's where the money is. It's going to come through a CDC in your local area. A Chamber of Commerce can access that money. The SBA, it's a separate whole department from SBA. And it's strictly for minority businesses, not for veterans, not for women. It's strictly minorities. So I'll find that link and get it to you guys to make sure that you're tapping into the source of this new department that was made federal and made legal after 100 years of them being in existence. I don't even understand government and craziness of it, but I do understand that when they do enact these departments, that's when we need to jump on it and find and get the money, because if they're not going to bring the money to our doorsteps, we're going to have to go and find the money. So I'm with you there. I wish that I could be out there at the symposium and be a part. But if you're going to tape it, I would love to hear it and definitely share the information.
Well, yeah, definitely we're going to film it. And, it doesn't matter. Like, it's a free event. We're just hoping to pass the knowledge because, I've done a lot of research. I'm a paralegal, and I've done a lot of research on, all the injustices that have been done to Black businesses. And just looking at data alone, 40% of our businesses have closed due to pandemic. And I think, for me, I think if we come together and have a correlation where the government was responsible for shutting our business down, especially hospitality. I mean, we literally were shut down for almost a year and a half, and we're still just trying to stay afloat right now. So our mindset is this: you pay for residential, you paid 100% of residential, you in return as a business owner, you told us that we had to get a loan, 3.75 or 78% to pay you back for something that we did not do. And still you have landlords that are coming after us and trying to evict us because they're not willing to work with us. And they're showing a lot of prejudice, and a lot of businesses are going through this same dynamic. So that is one of the major reasons why we're doing this, because it's like, okay, hey, we need help. This needs to be in the media. We have to act on it quickly because a lot of people are going to be evicted from their businesses.
Absolutely. Well, we definitely wish you much success.
We want to, because our time is out, I want to close this, but I want to continue that on the Groove Yard, because that's what that's about. It's about our entertainment centers and things like that in terms of that. And I know that we need to close this. I'm going to let Tony, Linda, close us out on this day. And then I'll hope to see you in about a half an hour or so, Terry and Janelle, and
Okay.
Linda too. For the Groove Yard, and utilize that time to do that. Okay.
Absolutely. And we thank you again for joining us here on the Married Tribe 55 Plus Couples Only podcast. And we will see you on the other side. Thank you so much for being on our show. All right, partners. We'll talk to you later.
Thank
See
you.
everybody later.